Hello once again everyone, and welcome to a relatively short edition of Fights from History. I just wanted to kind of cover a fun little thing for you. So this is going to be the Smatchet exercise that can be found in All In Fighting by W.E. Fairburn. So what this is from his set of combatives run about World War II. There's a lot of interesting history there. They also go over the use of the famous Fairburn-Sykes fighting knife, and as well as some other things. But the Smatchet is not necessarily often talked about, but can perhaps be, I'm not going to say necessarily more useful, but certainly can transfer over to things that those of us in the HEMA world might be using more commonly, such as a Bauernwehr, a Jinkadea, other sort of more choppy, shorter blades that maybe don't quite work as swords, but fall into kind of that gray area, right? Either way though. So in this case, I do not have an actual British Smatchet. Instead, what I have is a 1917 pattern US bolo knife, or specifically a parapet knife, as it is flat on one side for utilitarian purposes, besides just killing Germans, but either way. So, the basic exercise, you wear it on the left side of your body, draw it out, you should have your hand through a lanyard, but it's going to be a relatively simple little cutting exercise that I will go through. The basic idea is that your first strike is going to be driving well into the stomach. This can be executed without any sort of difficulty, just good extension of the arm. You can also pass with this if you see fit. Anyway, strike. Then our next action is going to be the saber cut. Now the saber cut is just a left cut from above, basically just a backhanded cut, a reverso, a leftover, whatever really you want to call it. And that blends out pretty well off of your withdrawal. It is meant to go into the hollow of the right side of the neck. You're then going to follow it through with a cut onto the right side of the neck. Now, close, open. What you want to kind of do here, if you're flowing these together, make these transitions relatively tight and in front of you. We don't want to have to deal too much with the weapon behind us. Back here, cut, then we'll bring it forward, and put your hip into that shot. Following this, we're going to strike forward with the butt of the Smatchet, up into the face, then bring it back down onto the top of the nose, or wherever you want to go for. And finally, we will have two saber cuts onto the arm. Now, we're cutting onto the lead arm in two different points. We're going for wrist, and then the crook of the elbow. So for our exercise, what we will do, smash up, smash down, cut once, cut twice. So, here's that from the front, and the side, then the other side. Thrust into the stomach, saber cut, right cut, up, down, cut, cut. Now on the other side, thrust, cut, cut, up, down, cut, cut. Now over here, thrust, cut, cut, up, down, cut, cut. And there you go. Relatively simple. There's not really a whole lot of complicatedness behind this. As far as, in regards to balance, etc., even though I'm using a bolo rather than smash it, this would work with pretty much any Bowie knife, etc. You want to be nice and close to the guard so that it's sitting well in your hand. You don't want to try and hold this like a sword or anything along those lines. Just hold it as it is and let the chopping do the work, especially because I'm not going to get much extension here. I mean, I can get some, but I prefer that pointed percussion to be landing relatively close to me and just cutting through target. As for the left hand, you can also do this where you're going with a partner, obviously without a sharp. Grab hold of them, work that way, or something along those lines. You can also do some basic parry and riposte, what have you. But either way, that's going to be the Smatchet exercise from All In Fighting. Hopefully it's useful, just a quick little one since I was kind of, making up for the lack of videos the past couple weeks, so here's a little bonus for you guys. And thank you very much for watching. We'll go over some other techniques another time.